Hello and welcome everyone, I am Ducky Obrien, and today I'll be going over a game called the Serpent Rogue. The Serpent Rogue was developed by Sengi Games, it was published by Team 17, and it was released on the Xbox One, Series S, Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC on April 26, 2022, with MSRP of $19.99. As always, the exact release date, pricing, and platforms may vary from region to region and platform to platform. I want to get into it. Let me lower the volume first a little bit. There we go. This is kind of a... I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna start the game I've been playing. I still don't understand what's going on. But why don't I go to the camp first? The game doesn't really explain what's happening, so you have to figure out on your own. I'm gonna walk you guys through the best that I can while I'm playing it. So this is kind of the starting area, and people have likened it to Animal Crossing, and I guess I sort of agree with that assessment. I collected worms here already. You're basically going around collecting resources. You're like over here, I can kick the stump and worms will come out, and then I can get the worms and use it to collect fish here. Okay. And there are like random assortments of plants, herbs, etc. that you can get. And sometimes they'll have like logs here. And you get resources or equipment to... So there was a log here, I cut it with the axe. And then now I need some sort of knife to cut this. And I can get whatever's in that bag. You can turn into animals by making potions or interacting with certain statues. Like here, if I was a rat, I can crawl into here. You can see there's a scroll here, so I'm assuming that you either get that as an animal or with a certain item. So here, if I hit the shovel, I can dig that hole and get whatever's in there. Take a look here, you can look at my items. You do have inventory weight, so if you go over that, you're encumbered and you go very slowly. And you can see all the items that I have here. You can see this is the durability. People have complained that the durability of the items are super low. I kind of agree with that assessment, but I haven't played the game enough. And if you look here, this is my health bar here, and this is my stamina bar. Holding spacebar will do a block, and I can attack, and everything kind of uses stamina, and for you to have stamina available, you have to eat food. But you don't really have a lot of food, so I would be careful with that. Okay. So you can hire NPCs apparently. I haven't spent enough time with the game to kind of understand what's going on, but I finally kind of got the gist of the potion brewing. So here you have items, and you can see that each item will give a certain modifier. So let's take a look at the damage potion. It's add 20 wound. You can have a damage potion where it's like remove 10 vitality. So if you have objects where I can do remove 10 and vitality, and it'll brew a damage potion. As you can guess, the healing potion would be add 10 vitality. So that's how the potion system works. And to find out what items do what, you go and research it. So certain items will require to collect a lot of it before you can see the effect, or you can always guess. Same thing with the cooking. You can kind of, as long as you have logs, you can go put in food and they'll make the food. You got cosmetics here, which you unlock, and then you have a chest where you can store all your items if you if you don't want to carry all of that, because it does take a lot of weight. The only bad thing is when you transform into an animal, you have a max inventory weight of 10, so you can't really carry anything when you're an animal. Just keep that in mind. And here we have basically a job board, which consists of making potions. So here you can add a damage plus or healing plus potion, and then you get gold for it. And then with the gold, you can hire NPCs. Let's go in here. And you know, you got a general village area where you can kind of smelt or enhance your weapons. There's a well where you throw in coins, not sure what that does. But it's a very slow game. I wouldn't recommend it for people who don't have a lot of patience, because I was playing it and the game does not really tell you what to do. So it's very easy to get lost and confused in this game. So I've noticed with the reviews that it was mixed, and basically the differentiating factor that I've seen in whether or not people will like the game or not is how much patience they have and how much they like mechanics that are kind of timer based. So the ones that I've seen that were happy with it were more patient with the game and just like generally exploring, and were willing to, you know, spend time to learn the game, whereas the ones that were more negative didn't appreciate their time being wasted with the game not telling them what was going on, and for them basically waiting for things to happen. So it's basically up to you what you're looking to find out of the game. But as you can see here, I'm just going around, I'm exploring. There is combat. Yes. The combat I find super tedious because it takes a long time. So basically you have to wait for the enemy to attack, run away, hit them, and then repeat that, because you take too much damage in the beginning. So is this guy even gonna attack me? Oh yeah, he is. Uh-oh. Yeah. See, you can't attack first because you'll just get hit. And when you die, you drop all of your items and you lose all of your stamina, and you have to go back and get your body where your body died, otherwise you'll lose all the items you had on you. So kind of like Dark Souls in that regard, but I find the combat to be more on the tedious and repetitive side rather than it being engaging, because it's just highly repetitive and basic and just time consuming for me. It's okay. You can drop animals here of food, and then they have a higher affinity towards you. Let's just go on and explore a little bit. My first major objective I've got was to beat the bird boss here, and it was taking so long that I just decided not to do it. It just takes forever killing all of these. So you like just wait for them to attack, run away, repeat the process. It just takes way too long. You know, it's not really skill based. Where you have a dodge, you know, dodge roll with iframes and you have to dodge, or you know, block, parry, like anything with separate attack patterns. It's just uh-oh, that's not what I meant to do. So it is on the tedious side. Now you can increase your weapon damage and such, but and you can see here in the center, meter counting up. Basically, there'll be a storm, and you will just die if you stay there. So you have to wait. You have to wait for that to be over. So I find the game to be a little bit on the tedious side, personally speaking. It's kind of like a collection game. Let's take a look at the tomb. Okay. Oh, there's a bottle there. Okay. I don't like engaging in the combat because it just takes forever. Yeah, we got an axe recipe. Yeah, we can try it. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Look at all that. Stamina. It is just slightly annoying. God dang it. Yeah. It's just whatever. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Do I have any health potions? I don't. It just... I'm gonna be honest, I don't have fun playing this game because it takes a little too long to understand what's happening, and even when you do, it's just so tedious for me that I just don't want to engage with it. Like, Here are the statues where you can transform into whatever animal, but you move so slow because weight is 10. So, you know, I just don't understand. Okay. Oh, that's a rat hole. Okay. Got a chicken. I should leave before the storm comes, but I want to keep exploring. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Probably gonna die though. Oh my god. This is what I mean. I have to go back. I lost everything. It just... Honestly, the game would have been more enjoyable if it just focused on the exploration or made the combat less tedious. And I have to wait because if I go in here, I'll just straight up die. Let's go in. I'm gonna show you the storm a little bit. Once it hits 100, I'm gonna leave. Just have to wait for it to be over. So there's a lot of waiting to be done. And I don't have a deep understanding of the game yet. This is where I'm at currently, and I'm not having fun. Okay. Like, if the combat felt more fluid, it would be enjoyable. You know, I'm okay with difficult games if there's a learning curve. The thing that I just don't like is when games are tedious. So it just takes a lot of time as opposed to, you know, you learning the game. It just, everything is grindy. Now I don't mind grind. I actually enjoy grind if it's, you know, by choice, but here's my stuff. Okay, I took everything. Let's get Dandelion out of here. Like, I don't want to fight these things, you know? Look how just... you know, like, this is just not... I'm waiting for it to attack. Whatever. Am I just over encumbered? Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Just, I don't know. Oh. Get out, get out. Okay. Cool. For crying out loud. Okay, I ran into that. I didn't see it because my microphone was in the way. Well, I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to play anymore. Now, according to the positive reviews, the people do enjoy it the more they play it, but for me, it just ain't my cup of tea. Other people may enjoy it, but for me, nah, no thank you, because the reason why is, for me, what I like doing is, I like the game to be transparent enough to give you, you know, either directly or through the game design to kind of get you acquainted with the basic game design, and then be like, here's the game, I want you guys to have fun with it, and, you know, tweak with the mechanics, you know, work with the mechanics, see what you can do with it. That's the whole point of playing games, is like getting used to the mechanics and then having fun by expressing yourself through those mechanics. Can happen in any game. Like for Apex, you know, the mechanics are pretty apparent, The base mechanics are pretty apparent, like things like, you know, bunny hopping and tap strafing, all of that are more advanced and you need a little bit of practice before you can get used to it. But like the more you learn the game, the more, you know, you are free to express how you want to play in the game. For this game, I just don't know what's going on right now because the game doesn't really explain to you what the base mechanics are and what your goals are, if you have any to begin with. And since I'm spending so much time trying to figure that out, I'm not having fun with expressing myself with the mechanics, and it's a little too obtuse. And if the game requires me to spend too much time just learning the base mechanics, I think that's a waste of time for me because I don't have a lot of time to spend on games. So I need to get to that point very quickly. I need to get to that point very quickly, and then I'm willing to if I like it, I'm more than willing to spend hundreds of hours in that game. You know, I've already done that. So, you know, I think the most important thing for me when I look at a game is, does it treat the player's time with a lot of care and respect, because it realizes that it has to earn your time. Like, I've seen a lot of games, I'm not talking about this game specifically, just in general, so I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I'm not bagging on this game, I'm just in general. I've seen a lot of games that are like, expect you to give it a lot of time, like it demands your time, and I'm like, no, you have to earn that. No game should do that. No game actually deserves your time. It has to earn it, because it's something very precious to us. Time is something we don't have a lot of, and it's something we can't get more of. So that's my honest opinion of the game. I try to keep my opinions out of it because my main goal is to give a preview of the game. But sometimes, you know, when I'm feeling moody or like I'm having a rough time, it does kind of color how I perceive games or how I perceive life in general. So this one could be a little bit more negative than normally would have if had I been in a more happier state. But anyways, there you have it. The game is The Serpent Rogue, developed by Sengi Games, published by Team 17. It's out now for everything, and the MSRP is $19.99. As always, exact release date, pricing, and platforms may vary from region to region and platform to platform. Alright, hopefully this gave you guys an idea of what the game is like. Sorry I wasn't feeling the best. It's really hard to be objective and keep your own personal opinions out when you're making coverage for games all the time, especially when you're covering a lot of games and you're under a lot of stress. It's pretty hard to do. Anyways, thank you for being patient, thank you for being understanding, and thank you for dropping by and watching. I genuinely do appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there, and I'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, I just, you know, sometimes it do be that way. Alright, catch you guys next time.